I am the law.
Right, okay. Welcome to this week's podcast.
Yes.
Cheap Thrills podcast.
Yes.
This week we have me, Rob, we have Raven.
Hello.
We have Graham.
Hello.
And we have Ed.
Hello.
Right, okay, straight into it. This week we got in all new Inhumans, all new Wolverine, and all new X-Men. That's a lot of all new.
They are shiny
Shiny.
and new.
It's like uncanny. Everything's either all new or uncanny.
Yeah.
Now the uncanny thing about the all new X-Men.
Shut up.
No,
shut up.
No,
really.
this is serious. 2 weeks ago, I picked up all new X-Men number 12, and this week all new X-Men number 11 came out.
Okay.
Moving on.
That's interesting.
Okay.
So they're messing with the timeline
I think so.
in
yeah.
a weird way.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to read them in that order?
I don't know. Maybe it's my timeline that's being messed with.
Ooh.
Maybe.
I'm not even getting
Sort of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff.
Oh,
isn't it?
God.
Have you come off your meds? That might be what it is.
No. Just I've just taken a couple of tablets, so we're all right.
Cool.
Okay. Moving swiftly on. Aquaman. Batgirl Birds of Prey number 1. Batman Civil War 2 Choosing Sides, Civil War 2 Gods of War, and Civil War 2 X-Men. Daredevil versus Punisher.
Oh.
That's number 4.
Ah.
You're kind of like a bit behind the times there.
Well, you know, I'm a busy man.
Yeah, right. Green Arrow, Green Lanterns, Harley Quinn, Justice League, Mighty Thor, Nightwing, Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, Poe Dameron, Suicide Squad number 1, we'll come back to that, Supergirl number 1, and Superman.
Yes. Superman.
So, what's everyone read this week? Has anyone read anything?
I am.
I was busy today, so I haven't read anything.
Oh, excuses.
What do you mean busy? You were here when I got here this morning.
Yeah, I was busy
Oh, okay. Doing.
sorting comics out.
Okay.
See, he says busy, but he
Yeah.
was enjoying himself. He was
Okay.
having fun.
Yeah.
All over the comic.
No.
That's why they're in bags.
Okay.
To protect them.
No, I haven't read anything.
So you're really far behind then.
I know. I don't. You know.
No, I don't.
No, I don't either. Actually, I was hoping you might say something. I don't know why I'm not reading anything. I just haven't read anything. I don't. The problem is I don't get in here until today.
Right, so you're always a week behind.
And
Anyway.
yeah, you know, and I'm not pulling stuff anyway. I just read stuff that looks interesting
And stuff that we tell you to read.
and stuff that you tell you to read. And sometimes there's an issue missing, and that's it. Then I'm behind, so I just can't do it.
He's up with Eastenders though.
That
He's
Phil
doing
Mitchell,
gangster.
Phil Mitchell's doing all his Phil stuff. Is he not in it anymore?
I don't know. Who's
No
gonna
idea.
The Mitchell brothers. It's all about them, isn't it? Or something. I don't know.
Okay, going back to a couple of them.
Yeah.
Superman this week. It was really good. Raven, have you read Superman
No.
yet? Right, so I can't drop any spoilers. But it was another one of these issues that... what's the best way to describe it? It gives them new toys to play with.
Okay.
You know, something that they can stick into the history of certain things. Is
it something that is going to cause people to jump up and down on their
No.
cars and burn stuff?
No, it's one of these things that people will go, brilliant, why didn't they do that before?
Oh, okay.
Did they kill him again?
So that would technically
No.
be a spoiler. I guess.
Well, I don't know, because if it happens quite regularly, then it's... Yeah.
Actually, I take back my last comment.
So, mate, they kind of killed him. They cut a bit of
So
him
did
off.
they just do the great thing, take Superman out and just put another Batman title down, which they should have done in the first place?
You two have got a thing for Batman. haven't you? This is ridiculous.
There
is a bit of a bromance
a
going
very
There is, yeah.
there is a very Batman vibe to the whole issue. Yes,
There's Batman in it.
Hold on.
Hang on. It's,
Why don't
technically
you just
no.
read it? Just read it.
I'm getting the whole story right here.
No, you're
No,
not.
that's
you
just-
know nothing. But it's a really good issue. I'm really enjoying it. And it's I haven't read Superman for quite a while. A standalone title, but I'm really enjoying it.
So,
at the
what
moment.
issue is this?
Number 4.
Okay. So has
So
it
I
taken?
I didn't write the issue number down there.
I know. That's why I asked you.
You.
I know. Is it? I know.
I think it's number 4.
So has it taken this long to get?
No,
Interesting
it's
for
been
you,
brilliant
or-
all the
okay.
way through. Every single one has been really, really good.
Yeah.
Supergirl 1 came out as well. Now that's interesting because they've messed around with the Supergirl origin story,
Yeah.
and now it's more in line with the TV show, which is a bit strange.
Oh, I don't like it when they do stuff like that.
But it was all right. It was okay.
Yeah.
Nothing fantastic. It was all right.
Okay.
Justice League is still being Justice League. Alien Invasion. Green Arrow was really good. I'm really enjoying Green Arrow at the moment. Raven, you're pulling Green Arrow.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
I love the story. It finishes off what they've been doing in the last 5 issues.
4 issues.
4? Oh yeah.
Are we up to 5?
Well, if
Oh.
you count,
Right,
see that?
I've got to go and look now.
He corrected him,
Oh,
and then he withdrew the correction instantly,
it did.
and now he's
That's-
got up and gone.
you can mess
You've
around.
upset him now.
You can mess it. It is 4,
Quick,
but
let's
they
talk about
had
while he's not here.
Hmm?
Okay. Let's not. do that.
no. You can count it as 5 because they did the 4 issues and they did the rebirth title, so technically there's 5, and it does
Yeah.
add to it.
4.
Yeah.
But rebirth.
Plus the rebirth.
Yeah, so that's 5.
That's issue 0.
Oh, yeah.
well,
so
yeah,
that is
so that-
5 issues.
yeah,
issues.
so that's 5.
Well, if you want to be technical about it, there's hundreds.
In this line.
This is what now we do. We just prod him and leave him to explode somewhere. Alright, come on then, let's move on before you two
Right,
start
okay.
having a fight.
What else did we get?
And one of them gets grounded.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Batman number 4 came out. Have you read Batman, Raven?
Yes.
Ah, good. Right, so it finishes off the story that they're doing with Gotham and Gotham Girl.
Yes.
They've introduced 2 new characters.
That's a bit sexist, isn't it? One being called Gotham and the other one Gotham Girl.
It's not Gotham Guy, is it?
Why isn't it Gotham Guy
No,
and
it's just
Gotham
Gotham.
Girl?
I don't know.
Let's not get into this.
But
Let's not get into this.
But
Alright, okay.
something happens in issue 4 of Batman that might explain that.
Right.
And I can't say because it's spoilers, obviously. But
God, you look so smug when you do that.
what?
You're like, "Ooh, I
I know
know
something
something
you
you
don't
don't know." Yeah, exactly that.
Well, it is available. It's on the shelf. You can go and read it anytime you like.
Yeah, well, you get told off for doing that. It's not a library.
That is true. That's why they're in bags. Right, and the other thing that came out this week was Suicide Squad number 1, which is the new Jim Lee title.
Yes.
He's drawing it.
Yes.
Who's writing it? It's
I.
it's gone out of my head.
Don't click. You click your fingers. What you?
Sinister Dexter.
Dan Abnett.
Yeah.
He is.
No, he isn't. Rob Williams.
Okay. Rob Williams.
He's
I'm
another.
glad I could help.
He's another writer.
Yeah, yeah. He is a writer.
He is a writer, and
Yeah.
he's writing the Suicide Squad.
Okay, so is it a movie tie-in?
Yeah.
Could it be? Is it the same team?
What, as the movie?
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. I did notice that there was maybe one character that wasn't in the.
So they're trying to cash in on that then.
Well, yeah.
So they've put
It
a
is,
team
really.
together in the comics that will
But
reflect what's going on in the movie.
But to be fair,
It makes sense.
the
Yeah, of
team
course
in
it
the
does.
movie is pretty much the team that was in the comics anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it was
Yeah.
quite close.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I say,
Um,
Captain Boomerang, Deadshot,
Yep.
and Harley Quinn are pretty much the main characters, really. aren't
Yes.
they? And then everything else rotates.
And then we've got Killer Croc,
Yeah.
Katana,
Yeah.
who was in The Outsiders. Who else is on?
Flag.
Rick Flag, yeah,
Enchantress.
and the Enchantress.
Enchantress. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty close to what the movie is.
Yeah, yeah.
Jim Lee's only doing the first, I think it's 12 pages,
I don't know. I don't
because
like
he's doing the first
it when...
12
of course, 'cause,
pages,
yeah. It's
and then
it's is it
it's,
a week?
it's bi-weekly.
It's bi-weekly, yeah.
So in order for him to keep up with the art
Because
duties,
he is notoriously slow.
he's very, very, very slow.
Yeah.
But they don't do like a jump like mid-story to a different. They cut the stories down for like half.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little mini story at the back.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that.
And because it's been written by Rob Williams,
Yeah, yeah.
who's used to doing like 5-page stories,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, they've specifically written it for those 9 pages. It's not like let's just cut it in half.
No.
You know, like it's quite a fast-paced thing. It doesn't go straight in with the action. It's like building it up and
Okay,
introducing to the characters again. But it's all right. It's going to be another one of these
Yeah.
must-read titles, if you like.
Cool.
DC comics, really.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty much what came out this week.
Okay.
Right, has anyone done anything?
Yeah, have you done out anything? You watched anything new?
Raven went and watched Suicide Squad again for the third time.
Well, good on you.
Yeah.
Was that just in case you weren't sure whether you liked it the first 2 times?
No, I enjoyed it. The third time round, it's like I know what's coming, and you just want like the stuff they cut out, which they're gonna add in Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that now.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
some
because they
of
cut
these-
quite a bit. Eh?
A load of joke stuff.
Yeah.
But are you aiming for a fourth time as well?
I'm gonna try and get 5.
5?
Yeah.
Getting your money's worth.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I've not really. I've been so busy this week. I've not even watched anything really.
Have you watched Suicide Squad yet?
No, not yet. No.
Are you going to?
Yes.
Did you go, Graham?
I did, yes.
What did you
go.
think?
I thought it was really good.
Did you know anything about the team
No.
before it?
No, we did have a bit of a discussion last week on the podcast, but yeah, no, we had. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. I don't know a great deal about it. We read one of our trades of the month was of the week.
That was
it
volume 1.
Was volume 1, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I like the idea of it. You know, I don't know if I like it as much as Guardians. I mean, they're They are. It is different. I mean,
How much Guardians of the Galaxy had you read before?
No, I knew nothing about it. Star
There you
Lord.
go.
Who's Star Lord? I had no idea at all. But it was great. But they are a different team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a
I was
completely
talking-
different dynamic, though, isn't it?
I was
really?
talking to Liam about it. Really, the Guardians are reluctant heroes,
Yes.
but the Suicide Squad are anti-heroes, or not even anti-heroes. They're just
Yeah, they're forced into it.
yeah.
They haven't really got much
It's
choice.
almost like the Punisher, but they're a little bit more chaotic.
Yeah.
Than good, you know. I think I like it. I like the look of it. But yeah, it's not the sort of thing I'd pay to go and see. I don't think. Just because I never do
Fair enough.
with movies like that. What I did hear today was some Blade Runner remakes.
Oh, there's so many actors that are getting
Jared
roles
Leto.
for- Yep.
I'm not sure whether I like that.
Well, it depends what role he's playing.
No
one knows.
To be honest with you, I'm not happy with the fact that they're remaking Blade Runner.
They're
But then
not,
it's
a
not. It's a
sequel.
sequel. Yeah. But then they had that. I remember when they first announced Ghostbusters, they announced it as a sequel, and it was not a sequel. They remade it,
Yeah.
but with not as much fun.
That's a completely different podcast.
Yeah,
eh?
I'm not even going to talk about that.
At
I
the
don't
moment,
know.
I'm still optimistic about Blade Runner.
Blade Runner is one of my prized possessions, and I don't know.
Yeah,
if,
it's yours, and you don't want anyone to mess with it.
Don't know.
No.
I don't want their dirty little mitts all over it. Just leave it. It's great. I've got 6 versions of it, and I'm happy with them.
Is that all?
Well, I think so. Maybe, yeah. That's all we need. Right, that's it.
All right, moving on.
There was the Rogue One trailer that came out.
Yeah. Did
There
we speak
was.
about that last week? That we did. Didn't we?
did.
Did we?
Because I
Yeah.
was
Yes, we did.
extremely excited. Actually, this is
You need to pay more attention.
this
Raven.
was yeah. What you need to do is stop talking and listen for a bit.
Yeah, 'cause
Um,
it's just yeah, all the time.
What I did have though was a discussion with some people about Rogue One and new people to Star Wars. People that we have a friend who is new to Star Wars.
What planet have they been living on?
I don't know, but anyway, people are new to Star Wars.
Well, yeah, that's true.
can't-
Yeah,
you
go
know,
on.
people are new to Star Wars.
I know 40-year-olds, 40-year-old blokes that have never seen Star Wars.
It was confusing. It was confusing to them where Rey and Finn were.
Right.
We were just having a conversation about how people are going to feel about these new movies. New Star Wars fans, whether it's going to confuse them, the fact that they're bouncing through the time. I mean, I don't see why it would, because we do that a lot in films and TV shows. But also, there was confusion as to when it was set.
Right.
Not for us, maybe not, but it's not set before A New Hope.
Yes, it is.
It's set before
A New Hope.
Empire Strikes Back.
No, it's set for A New Hope.
Return of the Jedi. Is it though?
Yes,
Oh no!
because they're stealing the
Yes.
plans to the Death Star.
Yeah. No, it was the other way round, because people were saying, "Where's the Bothans?" But the Bothans are in Return of the Jedi, and not.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yes, many
Yeah,
Bothans
see?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what confused me then.
So you're confusing me now.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to confuse you.
You're doing a good job of it.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of people saying, getting confused at where the Bothan spies were, with these that had died, but it was the other Death Star.
But what confused me was that for many years I misheard what they were saying, and I thought they were saying boffins. So
Many boffins,
yes,
but like intelligent people.
Yeah, all these intelligent people all died looking
Yeah.
for the plans for the Death Star. Yeah, it's on a computer somewhere. We've lost it. So-
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yes.
Rogue One. I can't wait. I also can't wait for the Boba Fett movie that is bound to come.
eventually.
They're going to get.
Okay.
Is that just
Fett.
is that just rumour and
It's
and
conjecture
speculation?
at the
Yeah, yeah.
moment.
Well, I
So
did
it's not been
see. I
confirmed.
did see. It was from a convention somewhere. I think it was a picture of a screen with the title cards for all the next Star Wars movies.
Yep.
There was an Obi-Wan. There was a Boba Fett and Han.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, Rogue One, and obviously Episode 7, 8, and 9. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Would you rather have a sequel or a prequel Boba Fett movie?
I don't. This hurts me. It depends.
Because that's a big question.
Yeah,
For a
but-
Star Wars fan, what would you rather? Do you want to see him before he ends
No.
up in the Sarlacc,
No,
or do
I
you
want to see him. I want to see
escape
him
from the
after
Sarlacc?
the Sarlacc because of what I've read in the comics that no longer exist in the timeline. Apparently, I don't want to see. The prequels ruined it for me. Just like Sylvester Stallone's Judge Dredd ruined it for me as well. Because you're not supposed to see his face. You don't ever see
Yes.
him. That's one thing of Boba Fett. Even in the comics,
Midi-chlorians.
no. Even in the comics, you've never seen his face. Even when he's out of his armor, he's had a bandage around his face
Yes.
or something, whatever. But now we all know what he looks like.
Yes.
Because he is a clone of that Maori dude from
Yes.
the prequel. And I don't want any more of that. I want the stuff after,
Okay.
when he doesn't take his helmet off because he's horribly scarred. That's the reason why.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get rescued by Dengar, and then
Yep.
you can have a cop buddy movie. Dengar and Boba Fett, it'd be great.
What would be funny if it goes like 30 years with him trying to hunt down Han Solo, and it gets to. They chase him to the Starkiller base, and he's like, okay, they're about to come out now. I've been waiting all this time to kill him.
Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't say a lot, but when he does,
He's just
it's
talking.
good.
Yeah, he's just talking to his son. I'll just wait until he's finished.
That is quality. I like that.
That would be good. And that's it. That's when he's like, right, I give up.
Right, I'm going to get me coat. That's it.
The whole movie is just Boba Fett sitting on the porch fishing off of the porch of his lake house. Good, and that's it. He's hung his blasters up. I'd definitely set after the Sarlacc.
So you'd want it between Jedi and
A Jedi and
Force Awakens.
yeah.
I'd go with that. Right, moving on. What else did we do? Oh, Lost Boys TV show.
Yes,
Been
I saw.
announced. I'm quite excited about this.
Yeah,
What's that on?
TV.
CW. So it's the
CW.
same
So-
network that does Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow.
So we're likely to see that on Sky.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still only in the planning stages.
Right.
What they've said is they're going to have like their core group of vampires, and then every season will be a decade.
Okay.
So either it'll run for a whole decade, or it'll be for a certain time within that decade, and then
It'll start in
will
maybe
jump.
the 50s, go to
Yeah,
the 60s,
exactly.
go to the 70s. I like that.
Yeah, right up to like present day.
I like that.
But I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
They pinched that idea from X-Men.
Have they?
Well, they seem to be doing that with the new films. You've got First Class was set in the 60s,
Oh, I see what you mean.
70s, 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true. But if you watch Lost Boys, they do actually have a conversation about, when the town fell into the sea, and, they imply that they were there longer than, the last 5 minutes sort of thing. But that should be good. Amazon also announced that they're doing a Jack Ryan TV series.
Yeah, Jack Ryan.
Yep.
It's something that I've always flicked over in Netflix. I've never stopped them because obviously.
Well, it started off with...
What is it, matey from
It
Star
started off with
Trek?
Harrison Ford
Oh, okay.
doing The Hunt
is
for Red
that?
October.
Oh, is that the part of that that novel series?
Yes, it's all
okay.
part of the same thing. Quite whether or not they do that as a set story, or they're just going to do it purely for...
So the Jack Ryan with the guy from Star Trek, is that part
Chris Pine.
Is that part of the same?
It's all it's
Okay.
all the same character. So
All right. Yeah, I didn't realise
so
that
you
it
got
was
Chris
that.
Pine did it. Didn't Ben Affleck do it? Didn't he?
I don't
He did one. Oh, it's gone out of my head now.
know.
But yeah, all of
Didn't
the
know about Superman.
no, Harrison Ford wasn't in Hunt for Red October, but that was Alec Baldwin. And
The best of the Baldwins?
yeah, if you like.
I think he is, to be fair.
But then they started doing Patriot Games and all of those. That was Harrison.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that was all part of the same thing
It's a
as
bit
well,
like-
Patriot Games and...
Yes.
What was the other one he did? A Few Good Men? No.
No, that was Tom Cruise.
Anyway, let's stop.
Anyway, all of that. It's like Bond. They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
recast them. So they're doing a TV show. It's going to be 10 episodes. That's going to be on Amazon.
Okay,
Um,
Amazon. Yeah, I like the 10 episode size of a series. That's real good. And Amazon seem to be absolutely nailing their shows.
Yes, they've been very good.
Yes.
And talking of Amazon, the first episode of The Tick
Who is
appeared.
playing the Tick?
I can never pronounce his name.
We'll try.
Peter.
Serafinowicz.
That's the one.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy who voiced Darth Maul.
Yes, that's
Darth
the one.
Maul, the person played by 3 people. Cool.
But
Yeah.
it should be good. I quite enjoy The Tick. I used to love the cartoon series.
Hmm.
The comics are quite funny, so I'm going to watch that.
Yeah.
It seems pretty good. But the first episode's available now.
Peter Serafinowicz is quite funny anyway.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He was in Shaun of the Dead.
he was.
He was.
And Spy.
Was he really?
Yes.
You know what? I think I'm going to watch that later.
You've got to watch it.
You've been banging on about that all day, haven't you?
I have.
I'm going to
Yeah.
watch it just to shut him up.
Yeah.
But I know I'm going to like it.
Yes. Watch the
Can't you just
extended
walk
cut
away
if you
from
can.
him to shut him?
No, 'cause he follows me.
I'll kick him.
You get
Well-
restraining order or something.
You could.
Well, if he's
They'll
in the
make this
shop,
hard.
if he's in the shop anyway, you can't get away from me. You know, if you
See?
want to.
Hey, that's-
Captive audience, that's what
Yeah,
it is.
Exactly. I've got no
Um,
friends. That's what it is.
Yeah.
well. Westworld dropped a trailer as well.
They
Did you see
did.
that?
Yes.
I'm
What did you
very
think?
excited about
The
this.
trailer, I don't think it did the show justice. The trailer.
How do you know? You haven't watched it yet?
Haven't, but I think it's going to be a much better show than that trailer let on.
I do like Westworld,
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
It's very, very good.
It's great.
I mean,
It's
I showed it.
before its time.
I showed it to Raven a while ago.
Yeah.
You know, so Raven's grown up watching it.
Yeah.
Even though it's pretty violent,
Yeah.
but they're robots, so
Yeah.
don't matter.
Okay.
It's like Terminator. Don't
Yeah,
matter.
don't matter.
It's robots.
Yeah, well, he's a robot, but the people he kills aren't.
Weren't.
It's a film.
It is a film. You're right. It is a film.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
Westworld.
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
I am.
It's who is the company doing that? It's not a very well-known company, is it? I don't think.
Isn't it AMC?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing a logo on the trailer. I can find out.
For some reason, I
No, it's HBO.
HBO.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
HBO.
Oh, right,
yeah.
so
they can do pretty much what they like. So, well, hey, Game of Thrones.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Once
definitely
again.
HBO.
good, because HBO seem to be the leaders, or they were anyway, in high budget
Well, they know
TV
that
shows.
Game of Thrones has only got another 2 years,
Yeah.
so they want to start introducing new high-end quality drama to replace that. So they're hoping that Westworld's going to be.
Yeah.
Is it going to be one of those ones when everyone thinks it's a western, and then they like show different scenes of futuristic stuff, and then at the end they end up in medieval world, and they cut it there?
Well, that's it. I mean,
don't know.
that was the whole thing before, wasn't it? Westworld was just one of the
Yeah.
worlds.
Roman world
There was,
and medieval
yeah.
world.
So it could be like American Horror Story, where they go, this season's in the West.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
This season's in the medieval time. Yeah.
So, like a violent Crystal Maze, then
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
they
Dark
could do
City.
that. They could have Richard O'Brien running around, go and collect all the tokens and stuff.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
I used to. Yeah, I once wrote a hit musical, you know.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like Yul Brynner.
Who?
Well, they haven't got any
Richard
hair,
O'Brien.
have they?
Yeah.
Don't know. I haven't seen it. To be fair, I've not looked at Richard O'Brien for a long time.
Well, neither of them had any hair.
No, but that does. Neither's James. James doesn't look like. Well, actually,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
now you said
I think he does a bit.
yeah, a bit like both of them. He's got
Right.
the campness of Richard O'Brien.
Moving on.
And that was Adam that said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wasn't me. I love it, James.
Creep.
Yeah.
What else we do? Raven, did you want to talk about the Batman game?
Which one?
The one that you said you wanted to talk about?
Do you mean the Injustice game?
Oh, that one. Go on
Oh,
then.
Injustice.
Yeah.
Is that a fighting game?
Yeah, they did it a few years ago. I think it was 2011. It
Yeah.
was just Mortal Kombat creators
Yeah.
got the DC rights and just
Yeah.
fought against each other. They had like Lobo come in and everything.
Yeah.
But they're doing a sequel to it.
Okay.
That's got a brilliant
Yeah.
title.
Injustice 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, well done.
That's original.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
No one knows what the story's going to be because in this one it's like
Surely it's like DC characters punch for a bit.
yeah, but it's a different like how the first one started. Joker blew up Metropolis,
Ah, okay.
and
Yeah.
All right, so there is a story behind. It's not
Yeah.
it was
just
very
like
much
Street
orchestrated.
Fighter where you just punch each other.
Like in the first one, it had comics. Like you'd see the Joker kill the Scarecrow, put it on Superman. He killed Lois Lane, throw her into space because he thought it was Doomsday.
Ah, okay.
And then as soon as she dies, Metropolis blows up. So Superman kills the Joker immediately.
Yeah.
So it's like a very dark, twisted version.
Yeah,
But they're doing the sequel now. No idea what the story is, but no one knows what the villain is. But it's rumored that it's Ra's al Ghul being played by Bryan Cranston,
Okay.
which should be good. And this,
I like that.
Yeah.
and this week they released a trailer for Deadshot and Harley Quinn, who are new playable characters, and they're adding Bud and Lou, the hyenas, in.
I like that idea as well.
They look really good.
But it should be good, yeah. But you also played the Telltale game.
Oh yes, I did.
Is there a Telltale Batman game?
Yeah, they just started doing it.
Okay.
5 episodes. First episode came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was. I was very skeptical. I wasn't like exciting myself up for it.
Yeah.
But it was very, very good.
So is it the same as the Walking Dead and Game of Thrones style ones? Which
Yeah.
Yeah.
They nailed the combat system as well. Like swipe left, the guy comes at you with a chainsaw.
Oh really?
You have to fight Catwoman in a very intense scene.
Cool.
It's not like super villainy.
No,
like
no.
Harvey Dent's there.
Yeah.
Falcone.
Yeah.
Not.
It's more story based
But that's
than
the thing.
combat based.
It lends the Batman world lends itself very well to that style of game because it's a very story driven world and they are very story driven games.
Yeah.
It's a bit like did you play the Wolf Among Us,
No, I started it,
which
but
is
I
a
didn't-
Fables game?
Yes.
That was really good. So that
Yeah.
was more like you're playing a graphic novel.
Yeah.
You know, and that was a
Yeah,
really
the
that
art
was a
style
fun
lends
story.
itself to it as well.
Yeah. But you bought the season pass, didn't you? So you can play all of them.
Yeah, I have no problems with it. Like the first, I played it for a good 50 minutes, and then all this action-packed scene is like, okay, I must be near the end now, and then it comes out with the title, and you're like,
Oh really?
Is that what the intro?
Yeah, I love bits. I love it when they do stuff like that. Yeah.
The only problem with it is the penguin because he's really cockney and he's skinny.
Oh,
It's
really?
not like Gotham Penguin who you can,
He's a Londoner.
yeah,
Oh.
but he's,
Okay. Fair enough.
but he's poor.
Okay.
Like it's very, very good. Apart from that, he's gonna grow into the penguin
Yeah.
and all that. But
So they've done their own take on the character.
yes, but it's all about gangsters and the Waynes and that stuff.
Cool.
But it's
Sounds interesting. I might give it a go actually.
yeah,
I do
I'm
like
gonna play it.
Batman stuff, story driven stuff.
yeah, it's all story driven, but they give it a lot of detective skills as well.
That's
Like
cool.
Like there's one scene when you have to like put things together, and there might not be one you have to do, so you have to look around the entire
Yeah.
place, like bullet holes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
snipers. And
Yeah.
it's very good.
Yeah, I really like the sound of that. That's well, I think we've spoken about it before. A Rorschach comic series that was like a detective,
Yeah.
proper detective. And there was I think there was a Watchmen game, wasn't there? What was the game called? Do you
Watchmen.
remember? It was just called the Watchmen. I didn't know whether it was the end is night, but that's the I think there is a Watchmen. The end is night. But I think that's
Yeah.
another story.
It was. I remember playing a Watchmen game and it was awful.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
But the Rorschach would lend himself to that kind of game.
Yes,
that,
he would.
like this like, detective style game.
Yes.
I think it'd be great.
In
So
fact,
that sounds like it's what.
oh yeah, it's very, very good. Like for an hour and a half, you do not get bored.
Yeah, that's
At
cool.
all.
Yeah, well, that's the key to the secret to a successful
definitely.
game, isn't it?
One of the other games that's Batman games coming out is Batman VR, which is going to be really.
So
good.
is that Oculus stuff?
PlayStation exclusive.
PlayStation?
Oh, really? What is the PlayStation VR called? Is it just
PlayStation.
PlayStation VR.
Oh,
That's it.
It's
Okay.
annoying though. They released they let people play it, and all they've said is Nightwing dies.
Okay.
So it's Batman with detective skills hunting down the Joker. It would just be like you facing off Mark Hamill's Joker.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome.
It would be good. Whether or not you want to run out and buy a PlayStation for it, don't know.
Let's just hope James gets one in for the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
He probably will.
Go and ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, go and ask him.
Maybe in a minute.
Right, did anyone else do anything this week? I haven't really done anything. I've gone through a season and a half of Parks and Rec.
No, I've done very little, really.
Yeah.
I don't even remember watching anything this week, really.
Slept and worked.
Yeah, worked. Back to
Slept.
work after a break, and it's ruined me. So I've been in bed at like 8 o'clock.
There was
Yeah.
something else from Comic Con. When they were doing the DC movie stuff, they got Ben Affleck out, and they're doing the Batman movie. He's
Yeah.
directing it, and Jeff Johns and him are writing it.
Okay.
They've said it's going to be an Arkham movie. Well, it's rumoured it's going to be an Arkham movie, but it's in the style of Dredd and the Raid.
Oh wow. Okay.
Which I think would work really well.
So,
Batman working through Arkham Asylum,
Yeah.
and then they're just introducing villains,
Yeah.
all the way through it.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing that came out this week was Henry Cavill, Superman,
Yes.
tweeted a photo of his costume, or a close-up of his costume from the Justice League,
Yeah.
and it was just black.
Okay.
Is that the one with him with the beard as well?
So this is we were talking
Don't
about.
know.
There was, I think there was a sort of a shot at the side of his face. And
No, it was
with
literally
a
just
beard.
a close up
there
of
was-
his uniform.
yeah,
And
if
it
you
was
have-
just completely
We were
black.
talking
Yeah, if you have a
about
look,
this,
that's another one
But
that was
years
tweeted.
and, years and years ago, they did when they killed Superman.
He came back with a
He
black.
came back
Yeah.
with a black costume.
That's what the Death of Superman film that never was.
That's right.
was
Yeah,
based
Nicolas
on.
Cage.
Yes.
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 Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with that. But the coffin at the end of Batman and Superman, that was the same coffin,
Yeah.
the same design as what
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
the Death of Superman back in the 90s. So I
So-
think he's coming back with a black costume.
So there might be elements of that, the missing film then, as it were, that might crop up in.
Yeah.
What,
I don't know who-
giant spiders?
Yeah, like giant spiders.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, no. They were they actual spiders? Was it? They gave them
No,
a
it
different
was
name.
no, it was
Robotic.
Fangarian
Yeah.
snare beast or
That's-
something.
that's
It was
it.
called.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Are we all done for that?
Yeah.
Right, this week's read, which Adam hasn't read.
Yeah. I have.
I did, miss,
I
miss,
have,
I did.
I have read it. I just read it like years ago, and I don't really remember what happened. But what I'm going to do.
Speed read it right now.
No,
Go.
No, what I'm going to do is beg you to lend it to me for another week, and I'm going to read it again. But I am going to read it.
Well, we're going
I'm
to talk
gutted,
about
I'm
it
gutted.
anyway.
Yeah. I'm gutted I didn't get to read it, and it's not that I didn't want to, but every time I got the opportunity to do it, I just basically fell asleep because I was so tired.
Yeah, whatever. So, Graham,
Yes.
you've never read it before.
Nope.
We should say what it is. This
How
week,
much? Sorry. Yeah.
this
go on.
week we were all going to read Judge Dredd: The Apocalypse War, which was originally published in 1982.
Yes.
So it was a bit of a classic.
Yes.
It's one of my favourite Dredd stories. There are numerous, but I like it.
Was it not the first one that kind of the first big story arc?
The
that
one
2000
that
had done?
size? Yes, they did do the Robot Wars.
Yes.
But that only lasted like 8 issues.
Yeah, but this
and-
also spanned maybe 2 or 3 separate stories as well.
Well, the Apocalypse War started off with Blockmania.
Yeah.
And it's something that 2000 AD are very good at doing now,
Yeah.
which is they will start doing a story, and it'll only be a small story, but then you'll get to the end of it, and something huge
Yeah.
will come out of it.
Yeah.
So Blockmania ran straight into the Apocalypse War, and it does make up a one massive epic.
Yeah.
It's basically Mega City 1 versus East Meg 1, and it's when they first started throwing the big story plot points around, like let's kill, so many million people here and so million people there, and Dredd does a few things in there that are unexpected,
Yes.
and it defined his character a lot more. And it was written by John Wagner and Grant, who have done so many classic stories over the years, and it's all drawn, or all of the Apocalypse War is drawn by Carlos Esquerra.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And I've grown up,
Yeah.
since I was 12 reading that, basically.
About 250 years.
260.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, Graham.
Yes.
How much Dread had you read before?
From memory, none.
Oh.
But there might. I may.
So you've never
I
been
may
a big
have read.
2000 AD reader
No,
before?
no. I may have read, or I do remember a friend of mine when I was probably about 12 or 13 having some
400
2000
years
AD.
ago.
And,
So was that the last time you had
and
friends?
yes, that was my
Sorry.
very last friend.
Sorry,
yes.
that was really hard.
See, I thought I was being mean,
I
and then
know.
you just come straight
It's
in with
right
that.
in.
If he hadn't have said earlier that he didn't have friends, I would have said, I feel bad. Actually, no, I don't.
Hang on. Can I have a tissue, please?
No.
No.
Yeah, no, I do remember him having some 2000 AD and flicking through those, but I don't recall actually reading them.
So did you know anything about Dread really before this?
No,
Did you watch
all
the
I
movie?
all I saw was the Carl Urban movie.
Yeah.
So that's about the extent of my.
But the reason
Judge
why I decided to make you read it was Graham was talking about the IDW.
Oh
Judge
yes,
Dredd.
that
And
travesty.
it's just not very good.
No.
It's just not. They haven't captured the character at all.
Well, I can see why you don't like that Judge Dredd, because with these, we were discussing earlier that you got 5 or 6 pages in 2000 AD that come out in a weekly format, that it has to be really punchy, and
Yeah.
you have to sort of draw people in, tell them a bit of the story, and then give them a cliffhanger to say, right, okay, I've got to go and buy next week's issue.
Yeah.
Whereas with the IDW one, you've got 22 pages in there. They can afford for it to be a lot slower paced, because they can draw the storyline out as well. But from my reading of comic books over the years, the IDW one is very slow.
Yeah.
With the 2000 AD Judge Dredd, it was too fast for my liking. I'm not used to that sort of quick paced. Whereas you'd have. Right, okay, we're going to sit down and we're going to discuss this. In IDW, they've discussed it. They've gone out. They've gone and got a cup of tea and a sandwich and everything else that goes along with it. Whereas with 2000 AD, it's like, we've had that discussion. Now let's go. Let's go and kill everybody.
Yeah.
So for me, it's sort of like somewhere in the middle would be ideal for me. But I enjoyed it. It was good. I mean, I read the coloured version.
Yep.
That was done by IDW. I don't think it took anything away from the story.
No, it didn't.
I don't think it enhanced it
probably
either.
doesn't add a lot.
It,
no.
Yeah, it does. I don't think
No.
it enhanced it either.
I mean, some people just don't like reading black and white.
No,
So.
but then with the age that
Yeah, the thing is, that's
written,
how it's drawn.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see why it was as popular, or still is popular, because it's pretty violent.
Oh yeah.
There's a scene in there where you've got, the East Meg judges have come over and they've occupied Mega City 1, and Dredd has gone on the offensive. That it's guerrilla warfare. He's trying to kick out the invaders, and he come across loads of collaborators.
Yeah.
So he sticks them in a hole and he executes them.
Yeah.
And then just leaves a note, traitors. And like for a 12-year-old reading that, this is fantastic.
Yeah, but also
you don't get this on the telly.
Judge Dredd and 2000 AD in general have always been like that. They don't.
Yes.
They've never held their punches back.
No,
and everyone knows
the
that
judges
Judge
are.
Dredd,
That's it.
well, they can do whatever they want. They are
Pretty much
the law. Going back to what you were saying about the difference between the IDW and the 2000 AD.
Yes.
Also, as we've spoken about before, the city plays a massive part
The-
in the story of Judge Dredd.
The main character in Judge Dredd is the city.
Yeah, definitely.
You take Judge Dredd out the city, and it's still good, but he's so much better when he's in the city.
And people that have, like us that have grown up reading 2000 AD are used to the fillers that come from the city. They're just stories of, basically stories of Mega City 1.
Yeah.
And in the IDW you don't have that.
No. You don't.
I remember enjoying it a great deal, this comic, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it when I read it. And I will read it.
You better.
I will.
You're not keeping it forever.
No, it's really nice.
Stop stroking it.
Yeah.
And I
Stop fondling my book.
absolutely love Escuelas.
Do you want a bag to put that in?
Yeah, I do. Laminate every page. See, Graham didn't like the artwork.
No, I wasn't.
Brilliant.
I wasn't a fan of it, to be honest. But it works with that.
Yeah.
It's because it's not done in the superhero style that big muscly guy that
No.
which would I think that sort of style would definitely ruin
Yeah.
Judge Dredd. So it's not.
And there's been artists in the past that have done that.
Yeah, they've done it.
They've
Judge Dredd
gone through the whole,
has been a massive
muscular.
dude. And,
I don't.
Doesn't
Yeah,
work.
I don't think it work. I don't think that would work.
It doesn't.
That's-
Not really.
That's good then. I agree with that.
But Esquera's artwork is better, I think, when it's coloured.
really.
See, when they did Necropolis, which is my personal favourite, I think that's fantastic. All of that was fully painted.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
By-
think
by
that's a lot
Esquera.
better. Yeah, he did the whole thing again.
Yeah. 2000 AD had some amazing artists. They really have.
Yeah. And it's worth pointing out that in 5 weeks, I think, Prague 2000 comes out.
Yeah. Collection of loads of different things. Maybe he's coming back.
Maybe he's back now.
Oh, is he?
Yep. Dredd's already hunting him.
Ah, okay.
PJ Maybe.
PJ Maybe, created by
Yeah, Liam Sharp.
Liam Sharp,
Yeah.
Oh,
who
yeah.
doesn't listen.
No, he won't listen to this either.
You never know.
No,
he
you
won't.
don't.
No.
But when people say, who's like Judge Dredd's main nemesis, like
Yeah.
Batman's got the Joker,
Yeah.
a lot of people say, oh, Judge Death. He ain't. It's PJ,
PJ
Maybe.
Maybe, definitely maybe.
He's the one he's fought the most.
Yeah.
and who's had more stories,
Yeah.
even though Judge Death's awesome.
Yeah, Judge Death is awesome. The whole 4 horse.
Well, there's more now, isn't there?
Oh, I don't read. Like I said, all I do now is pick it up every now and then when I'm at my dad's and read his ones.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I think that's it. Next week, before I go on to what's coming in next week, but next week's read, we are going to read...
Celebrating the fact that I've managed to make it through 6 seasons of The Walking Dead
Pretty much, yeah.
and not killed myself.
Yeah, we are going to read Volume 1 of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, Days Gone By.
Yeah.
With possibly 2 of my favourite artists.
No, there's only one in that.
No, 2.
Who?
Oh no!
Ah,
He did the first 6.
That's right.
Tony Moore did the first 6.
That's right.
Okay, so yeah.
We'll go more into that next week.
Yeah.
But have you read that before?
I read it and pulled it.
Oh, you did,
from
didn't
number
you?
1,
Yes,
yeah.
you did. So the only one out of all of us that hasn't read it is Graham.
You've never... You've not read
No,
Walking Dead?
he's a Marvel
No.
guy. You
So
see.
you've not read a lot of independent stuff then?
Not really. No.
Okay, that's cool. 'cause
No.
we can-
Have
we
you
can
seen the
trade
TV
that
show?
I have. I watched the first series
stuff. Yeah.
and got very bored of it quite quickly, so I stopped
All right.
watching at the end of that. And my wife carried on watching it, and she still watches it now.
Okay.
So,
Well, it'll be
yeah.
interesting to see if that'll spark your interest to read more. But we'll find out next week.
Yeah.
So what does this
a
what does
comic
this
book.
cover?
Um,
It's a comic in a bag.
Well, you've seen the first season.
Does that cover the first 6 issues?
That is the first 6 issues of the
Yes.
comic book in there, yeah.
Right. Okay.
That doesn't go up to the end of series 1, though, does it?
Is it the first 6 or is it more?
No, it's
it
6.
is because it's
It's
only
6.
it's Tony Moore. Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie Adler joined
Number 7.
number 7. It's brilliant. It's really good.
There you go. That's an endorsement. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right.
The Walking Dead comics. Robert Kirkman was an absolute nightmare because he was writing a few books at the time, I think, and it was always late. That book was always late. And Tony Moore, is Tony Moore British? I think.
I don't know.
Because I think they had a real trouble getting together, getting Tony Moore the stuff to draw.
I'll have to look it up.
You know, yeah. I do remember that when I was pulling it, it was always late. That may have just been James telling me.
Could have
that it
been.
was late.
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll find out more next week.
Tony
Right,
Moore
what
next
else
week.
is coming out next week? We
Comics.
have lots and lots of comics.
Yeah.
So, see, a lot of these just come round really, really quickly. So, we have Action Comics, Wonder Woman. So it's just like,
I
seems
know.
like every week that's coming
Yeah.
out.
It is
Batgirl.
every other week, though, isn't it?
It is every other week, yeah. Blue Beetle Rebirth #1. I'm quite
Okay,
looking
so
forward to
who
that.
is the Blue Beetle now?
I
Still
don't know
the
yet.
same kid.
Yeah, but the original Blue Beetle's back. If you
Oh.
read Rebirth, they're both in it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
Ted Cruz, was it?
Cord.
Cord.
Yeah.
Cord.
Ted
that's it.
Cord.
I love
Where
the
did I get Cruz
Blue
from?
Beetle.
I don't
Blue
know.
Beetle and Booster Gold together.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that just to see what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
basically. Captain America Steve Rogers, Deadpool.
Is that the Captain America Steve Rogers? Is that where he's a Nazi?
That's the one. Yep.
Spoilers.
The Nazi spoiler.
Nazi, not really. That one.
Nazi, not Nazi.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Deathstroke #1. I wasn't overly impressed with the Rebirth title of Deathstroke. I'll read #1 just to have a look.
I'll
but,
be sure to let them know.
You know,
You weren't impressed.
no. Try better.
Yes, try better.
Yeah. Detective Comics, which I'm really enjoying. Out of all of the Rebirth titles, I think that's one of the best ones. I'm really enjoying that.
Good. It's good to see it's still doing well.
Yes. And it's going to hit issue 1000 sometime in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Flash, Hal Jordan, Hellblazer #1.
So yeah, we had a Hellblazer
Rebirth.
Rebirth,
Yes.
and that was.
It was all right. I enjoyed that.
I've never read a lot of Hellblazer before.
No, I should read more.
Yeah.
I never pulled the single issues, but I've been reading a few trade paperbacks. But you know, I'm going to stick with this
Okay.
to see where it goes.
Cool.
But you know, you never know.
So that is continuing on from the Rebirth title.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So John Constantine's back in London. So not
Oh
in
yeah, I
America
remember saying
anymore.
great. Yes.
So he can get away with saying.
Yeah. Yeah. You might need to bleep that out. Because
I don't think I've had a bleep yet.
Go on, do one. Go on.
just bleep anything he says.
Go on,
Sam,
go on.
it.
Just say something.
The whole lot's probably been bleeped anyway.
He bleeped himself. I think I was the first one to get bleeped
I think yours as well.
because I've said Prometheus was.
It's not that bad.
We're not going to get into this.
What else is coming out? Hal Jordan. Oh no, I said that. New Avengers.
Yeah.
Star Wars, consistently good. Titans, number 2. This is the one to read.
So this is adolescent Titans. Or no?
No, this is Grown Up Titans.
Grown up Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So if you want to know what's happening after Rebirth with the whole Dr. Manhattan thing.
Oh yes, because of course
That's
the
the
Titans
title
is
to
the,
read.
like the Rebirth continuation.
Yes.
Okay.
They're the ones that are responsible for hunting down the missing 10 years.
Okay.
Have they looked behind the back of the sofa? I normally lose stuff behind there.
Or the fridge. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. I don't get that.
No.
But it's not aimed at me, so hey ho. Venom Space Knight and Wacky Raceland, which is very popular.
Yeah, Wacky Raceland, yeah. I've heard good
I'm
things.
looking forward to the trade paperbacks for them because I'm going to buy them.
Oh yeah.
I am.
It's good to know.
I might even buy the Flintstones.
Oh, okay. So when's the Flintstones out?
The single issues?
Yeah.
They're out now. We had number 2 in this week.
Okay. Who is in this week?
Yes.
Cool.
No, no Civil War or X-Men next week then?
I'll check.
Oh, if you wouldn't
I
mind.
will, I will
Thank you
check
very
my
much. Because I just shan't bother getting up and coming in if there's nothing for me to pick up.
He's a funny bloke.
You me? Well, I might come in if I'm feeling a bit lonely.
Fair enough. Well, you don't have any friends.
No. Even my cat runs away.
Oh no. I feel bad.
So what you after?
Anything X-Men or Civil War?
No Civil War.
There should be some Civil War stuff,
No,
surely.
none.
God, blimey.
Surely you're wrong.
There's an
Don't
X-Men
call me
trade
Shirley.
paperback coming out. Worst X-Man ever.
Who is? Who's the worst X-Man ever?
I don't know.
Cyclops.
No. That was that was appalling as well. That's that limited series.
No, that's it.
God,
There's hardly any Marvel stuff coming out next week.
no, sake.
Hey, beat! He got himself a beat. Listen. All right, so that's what's next week.
That's
We've done
it.
what we're reading.
That's pretty
We've
much everything,
spoken
isn't it?
about stuff we liked and didn't
We're
like.
getting good at this. What's going on? It's only 4:45.
Well, that's
Oh, that's
right,
what-
because I've got to go to Shankly and get drunk and watch football.
Oh, I've got a gig tonight as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
Where are you playing tonight?
Castle.
Right, I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So next
Um,
week we
next
will
week.
be reading The Walking Dead and talking about it. We
Yes.
may do a spoiler cast.
Think of stuff you want to spoil.
Everything.
Crumbs
I want
behind
to talk.
the
I want to talk about Daredevil. We've still not spoken about the Punisher in Daredevil, not properly, and just spoken about it.
Okay.
I want to talk about The Walking Dead. Have you all seen The Walking Dead? You don't care.
No, I
So
don't care.
just stuff.
Let's spoil Lost.
I watched. You know what? I went through.
I've got a quality Scooby-Doo spoiler.
Is it Old Man Peabody?
Oh, God damn it!
Wait, I was talking. I went
Sorry.
through the whole time of actually the Lost airing properly until last year, and I watched it, and I've never had it spoiled for me.
Really?
Yeah, it'd never been spoiled for me, and then I watched it, and it was awful.
It's terrible.
The show was great, and I think condensing it in, watching it all in one go,
Yeah.
helped the show.
Yeah.
But what was that ending?
Crap.
They were just like, "Oh yeah, we're finished with this now. See you later."
Yeah.
Oh, they're somewhere.
The whole point, and I know we're dragging this out, but the whole problem I had with Lost was they set up all of these questions that you wanted answers to, right? Series 1, how many series was it? 5?
Yeah, maybe
I think
more.
so. It was 5.
And then what?
Right.
24 episodes a season.
Right. So they set up all of these answers that or questions that you
Questions,
wanted
right, yeah.
answered to, and then you get to the last season,
Yeah.
and they do a time jump,
Yeah.
right? And then they introduce all of these new questions without answering any of the previous ones. So you get to the very end of the show, and all they did was answer the questions from the last series, not the previous 4.
Well, no, because all they're
So
thinking
there's-
is this show's been dragging on now for 6 years. They're not going to remember.
No.
Let's just start again with the last season,
Yeah.
and then finish it, and then I'll go jump off and do Star Trek,
Yeah.
basically, or whatever it was he did.
I will never watch Lost again.
Yeah, I agree.
And I was so disappointed in it because I loved it.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first shows that I binged watched. I used to get a Forbidden Planet catalogue, right? And there was like loads of new stuff coming out that we just couldn't get over here. And I can remember turning the page over and it was literally 6 pages of Lost merchandise. And I'd never heard of it. And it's like, wow, what's this? So I ordered an American...
So you didn't watch it when it aired over here?
I ordered an American DVD.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And I got the DVD 3 months before the first episode aired in the UK, and I just binge watched the first series in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Just went through the whole thing. Thought, this is
The
fantastic.
first season
This
was
is
outstanding.
brilliant, and then it just went to absolute
It
garbage
did. It
at
really
the end
did.
of it. So, yes, I'm not.
So did they
A
all
fan.
wake up in the shower?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, it was like that episode of Red Dwarf where they were all in a virtual reality machine.
By the sounds of
But
it,
what was
no,
it called? That
wasn't.
episode? I got
Oh,
Another Life or something. It was
Yeah.
called, or something
Better
like
than
that.
Life.
Better than
No,
Life.
no, it wasn't better
that's-
than Life.
No,
Or
that
was it the one
that
with
was
the
a video
squid?
game. It was Back to Reality.
Back to reality.
Yeah.
with Dwayne Dibley.
Yeah.
Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
We should watch Red Dwarf. I might go and watch Red Dwarf.
I've just recently gone through all of Red Dwarf.
Have you?
Every episode.
Even the new prison when they were in prison.
Every episode.
Oh,
You
God.
killed my brother.
Because the new series comes out on the 22nd of September.
Is it going to be good?
Mm.
It's going to be awesome. They're all awesome because it's Red Dwarf and I love it.
Yes.
That's All right. There's no arguing with that.
Meghead.
All right, I'm done. Let's go home.
Right, okay.
We can't go.
More next
we
week.
can't stay here.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.